my countrymen.
At September 21, 1972, at 7:17 p.m., former President Ferdinand Marcos Sr. signed Proclamation Number 1081, declaring martial law in the Philippines.
I assure you that I am utilizing this power for one purpose alone, and that is to save the Republic and reform our society.
This placed the entire country under military rule and suspended many civil rights of Filipino citizens. As Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, the President gained immense power, including the ability to arrest and detain people without charges. The Congress was closed, and media and public criticism of the government were suppressed, with many critics of the regime facing imprisonment, harassment, or worse. Pagtapos ng 14 na taon ng diktatura sa Pilipinas, naganap ang isang mapayapang kampanya na naging matagumpay, na kalaunan ay tinawag na People Power Revolution. The People Power Revolution, also called the EDSA Revolution, was a peaceful movement aimed at ending the Marcos dictatorship. It involved no firearms, relying instead on the collective voices and the presence of the Filipino people.
Pero you might be asking, how the heck did Filipinos end a 14-year dictatorship gamit lang ang mga signs at sarili nila?
They did it because of the people themselves. What? Let me explain. Ang mga mamamayan ay ang pinakamalaking elemento ng isang estado. Kapag nawala ang suporta ng mamamayan, the government and even the entire system will eventually collapse. The revolution began after widespread anger over election fraud in 1986 snap elections. Millions of Filipinos took to the streets, especially along EDSA, responding to calls from religious leaders.
I don't like them to die because President Marcos said that within 24 hours hindi sila mag-surrender, we will have to execute them. So we have to do something to help them. And that is why the people came.
Opposition figures and defecting military officials.
Binihag ka, nasadlak sa dusa. Ibon man may layang lumipad, tulungin mo at umiiyak. Bayan pa.
I appeal to the civilians to stay calm.
For 4 days, civilians faced tanks and soldiers, but instead of violence, they offered prayers, flowers, food, and songs. Many soldiers refused to fire on the crowd, and key factions of the AFP withdrew their support from Marcos. Without the loyalty of the military and with overwhelming public opposition, Marcos's power crumbled.
It is the people of the Philippines who are the true heroes of the day. Charting the rise of the force they call People's Power reports now on the day it triumphed.
As revolutions go, this had its fair share of bullets. A climax in the night outside the gates of Mr. Marcos's sanctuary, Malacanang. The name itself symbolizing one of the cruelest, most corrupt regimes of modern Asia. Tonight, the citadel fell. His opponents scrambled over the gates. Were the bullets aimed at people or into the air? No one knew. Well, this is it. It's just been confirmed that Mr. Marcos has indeed left, and there's absolute chaos outside.
He was eventually forced to flee the country and live the rest of his life in exile.
So, great news, right? Well, yes and no.
While Marcos continued to claim the presidency, the Philippines needed a new leader. That leader was Corazon Cory Aquino, the first female president of the Philippines. marking the start of the Fifth Republic and the restoration of democratic governments in the country. The end.
Ha? Psych! You thought that was a great ending, right? Not really.
Even after this huge revolution, the country faced multiple problems. There were coup attempts by factions of the military, widespread economic instability, power outages, and lingering corruption from the previous regime. Natural disasters like typhoons and floods also challenged the new government, while political divisions made passing reforms difficult.
In short, while the people power and Cory's leadership ended Marcos' dictatorship and restored democracy, the Philippines still faced deep-rooted problems that would take decades to fully address. Even after the countless problems, I'm proud that the Filipinos even pulled this off. I'm amazed and stunned by the amount of courage, unity, and determination of my fellow countrymen. It just goes to show that when the people stand together, nothing is impossible.